Hello, everyone. It's Charlton. So they've released some video footage of the self-driving car that killed the pedestrian in Tempe, Arizona, which caused Uber, was an Uber self-driving car, caused Uber to stop all testing for self-driving vehicles, I think in the entire state of Arizona, San Francisco, Toronto, and Pittsburgh. I believe those were the one state and the three cities where they were testing Uber vehicles in autonomous mode, self-driving, that has a person driving in the car, but the car is doing the driving itself. So it has a safety person in the vehicle. And this one did, I think they all do. So they released some footage, and here it is. And it's both footage, from outside the car, looking out of the car, and of the driver on the inside of the car. Very just quickly, a little bit of both, and I'll talk about it some more. The Tempe Police preliminarily seem to place no fault on Uber or the self-driving vehicle. So, I'd say that's a little debatable, but we'll watch. you know, um, and this is will happen with any self-driving vehicle. When there's a person in it, you're naturally going to assume that the car is going to take care of it. So, and it does come up on the woman. You barely see her at all. However, that's from this little camera view. I'm sorry, if I'm a human being and I'm driving down the road, even if it's nighttime and I have a full view of everything, and I'm driving that car, it's a little different than, in my opinion, So, I mean, that's just what I think, even if you just pick up a glimpse or a shadow. So, one more time. Again, and I'm not against. Well, I mean, I'm just realistic. These things are coming, definitely. Self-driving vehicles, everything. Automation is taking over the world. Pretty soon, machines are going to just take us over. So there's no stopping it. I mean, it's futile to try. And you can tell that the money behind this is so massive, huge, and the potential that it's just any one voice is just one voice. But like I was saying, it seemed as though the police, the chief of police in Tempe, Arizona, seemed to being like it really wasn't any fault placed the self-driving car. It wouldn't be surprise me at all if you saw Uber back to testing self-driving vehicles. I believe I read in a previous report that they intentionally drive in conditions like at night and in poor weather to see how the self-driving vehicle will react to the difficult conditions, which I guess it has to be able to do that, and especially when you're testing it, you need to. I mean, that's exactly what it is. But then you have sort of this collateral damage. She was a homeless woman. And she was walking her bike across the street with tons of bags. And she did come outside of what is the crosswalk. I believe if you look at this video here that's provided, I believe she's like, this is the bike crosswalk in the medium. I'm not entirely certain, but we'll watch this just for good measure. So she was, supposed to be in there, I guess. You can see those were her bags of, she was a homeless woman. You know, I assume when it's in self-driving autonomous mode that the driver's able to take over the vehicle. But, you know, from that dash cam video, it doesn't veer one way or the other. It seems to just go straight, you know. And the woman driving the car appears to be looking down at something, probably a phone. And this is what's going to happen. I mean, it's just human behavior. You're naturally going to assume the car is going to do the work for you if it's in self-driving mode, you know. And it's just the future, man. There's no stopping it. Uber's market cap is $51 billion. There's massive money behind this and everything else, you know, of just robots taking over human being function. But, you know, and this is not a huge deal, really, but it is a part of the story that the person that was operating that vehicle is, and this came up in a previous incident with Uber Eats, where the guy was delivering food to somebody and he allegedly killed the person he was delivering, shot and killed the man that had ordered the food. The person that was driving that vehicle was, you know, a convicted felon and had spent 4 years, nearly 4 years in a Arizona prison in the early 2000s on an attempted armed robbery conviction, you know. So, and I tell you, I remember I saw this early, you know, this story, and then the footage came out. It was difficult to find this again. So this seemed to get buried, if you ask me. And that's just, you know, again, Uber's got a lot of money behind it. All right, thanks for that's the end of this story. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.